In life, there is only one thing that we don't have a choice, we don't have a control. That is our birth. Who should be our father? Who should be our mother? Which country we should take birth? Which region? Which religion? Which caste? Which community? How tall? How short? How black? How fair? We should take birth. That itself is not in our control. The rest, everything is in our control. Today, which color shirt should I wear? Which watch should I wear? Which school should I go? Which college should I take admission into? Which course I should choose? Which company I should work? What food I should eat? Where I should buy a house? Whom I should get married? What time I should get up? Whom should I help? Where I should invest money? And what I should do, what I should not do. Rest, everything is in our control. But the biggest misery is we hold on to that one thing which is not in our control, and we keep blaming our present state for a thing that is not in our control. There are few people who are lucky. Maybe they are born in an affluent family, but that itself is no guarantee that they are going to become successful. It's quite natural that a father or a mother, they give their earnings to the children. They will show little bit of favoritism, partiality will always be there. But if you have talent, then you are going to win. If you don't have, you may get the first push, but thereafter you are not going to make it. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister, he tried to favor his daughter Indira Gandhi, and she had talent, she could shine. But Rahul Gandhi today is still struggling. Amitabh Bachchan, the superstar, he tried to give a push to Abhishek Bachchan, still today is still struggling. Dhirubhai Ambani had given equally to Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. Mukesh Ambani had become the richest Indian, and Anil Ambani, the company is in doldrums. Sunil Gavaskar, the topmost cricketer, he tried to push Rohan Gavaskar, but few matches he couldn't make it. Sachin Tendulkar, the god of cricket, he played for India when he was 16 and a half years old, but his son, more than 20 years, is yet to get entry into the Indian team. And maybe you are a Bollywood star, you will be able to give first push, but that doesn't really mean that if you don't have talent, you will really make it big. In Telugu, we have N.T. Ramarao. He had 7 sons. Many of them he gave opportunity in the films, but only we see Balakrishna, who went on to become a superstar. Rest of them faded because they had no talent in them. Superstar Krishna, his elder son Ramesh Babu, he got an opportunity, 3-4 films, he couldn't make it, but Mahesh Babu today is a superstar in Telugu movies. So the point that I'm trying to drive is that when you are born in a rich family, when you are born to very popular or influential parents, you will get that favoritism. It's quite natural. I'm into the field of speaking. I'm into the field of memory. Now me favoring my son is quite natural. But if he doesn't have it in him, he will not be able to make it. Maybe the audience, maybe the spectators, maybe people, just because you are born to that particular father or mother, they might show little bit of favoritism, but sooner or later they understand not you don't have it in you, and then they leave you. So many times people say that nepotism. How long will you blame nepotism? You know that your parents are not as influential as other parents are, so you have already a backlog. You really have to push yourself. Shah Rukh Khan, with whose influence he could come into Bollywood. Amitabh Bachchan, as such, with whose influence he had to come into the Bollywood. In politics, Atal Bihar Vajpayee, with whose influence he had to come into the politics. Dhirubhai Ambani, from a petrol bunk attendant, how he could want to become Reliance Industries head. They have made it on their own. So you have to understand that I have to make it on my own. But just holding on to that favoritism, partiality, somebody's recommending, somebody not recommending, and I keep on blaming your life, that's not perfectly okay. Understand one thing, if a song is not okay, it is the singer's fault. If the painting is not okay, it is the painter's fault. If the book is not okay, it is the author's fault. If the statue is not okay, it is the sculptor's fault. If my life is not okay, it is my fault, it's not your fault. Because today I decide what time to get up, should I go to gym or not, and whom to talk, whom not to talk, what to read, what not to read, what to eat, when to sleep, rest, everything. And if you can do all of them properly, and I'm sure you are going to make it big in life. Quite obvious. So why are you holding on to this little aspect, that nepotism, favoritism, and then you keep on, sitting in a corner, sulking, getting into depression, and some people even committing suicide, ending their life? Is that wall you are made up of? If you are so fragile, and if you don't have the tenacity, then you don't deserve to be there on the top. The higher you go, now greater effort you need to put in. Are you understand this? Up to 40-50% marks, very easy, everybody gets. 50 to 60%, little more hard work. 60 to 70, little more hard work. And from there you need to really push one mark. You have to really put in so much of hard work. It's not that easy. Life is a tough game. It will test you. Do you have it in you to stand the test of times? Now that is my question. We all need to introspect. So we, by blaming mother, father, by blaming the country, by blaming the caste or the community, by blaming the society, and we pass on the blame and say, I am okay, but you are not okay. I am so smart, I am so intelligent, I am so great, I am a genius. I would have been the youngest Indian to become a Nobel Prize winner but you know what? I was born in India. If only I would have born in America. Postal mistake. Instead of going to America, God sent me to India. Now when you blame other people, and you get a lot of shanti, sukoon, and you are so happy because it's not your fault, it's someone else's fault. The day you take responsibility about who you are and what you want to be, then life starts working. So stop blaming. Start taking responsibility. Start working. Stand firm. Okay, walk tall, face adversities, and I'm telling you, life will give you what you really deserve, not what you desire. If you have the talent, you have the hard work, you have the sincerity, and you are a good human being, I'm sure sooner or later you will become the topper in whichever field that you are in. So guys, from today, let us take the responsibility. And then when you accept that, yes, I can do, I can make it, right? Because rest everything is aside. Today will decide my future. What I'm going to do today will decide what I'm going to be tomorrow. When you take the responsibility, and I'm telling you, you will have so much of peace, you will have tranquility, and you'll be so happy in life. This is the basic thing that is right now running in the newspapers, nepotism. So it was there, it is there, it will be there as long as the whole world is going to be there, right? So don't blame nepotism, don't blame favoritism, but accept the reality, accept the responsibility, and start working, and you will make it big in life. Friends, thank you so much. Jai Sima signing off. Jai Hind.